Let me see. What is this? I don't need none of that. I don't need none of that, people. I don't need none of that. Yeah, I don't need that. That is some BS. So, how y'all doing? I'm sorry, I had to take a sip of my Starbucks for real, for real. Let me see where my guy's at. Let's get it. It's a beautiful day. I don't know it's a pizza table, but it needs to stop rocking. Is that you, Congo? Yo, welcome, welcome. What's going on, player? How you doing? Hey, Jesus Rules, how you doing, brother? Sports Pro,
Yeah,
how you
I'm good.
doing,
How you
player?
doing?
So everybody, my name is Hove. In case you don't know, you can definitely check out my channel. And I speak with independent artists all over the world. And today, I have with me a gentleman from Canada who's been doing his thing in Canada, and now he's been teaming up with us to possibly do some work in the future in LA. And I'm sitting with Mr. Congo Beast. How you doing, Congo?
I'm good. How you doing?
All right. So for everybody that don't know, let them know a little bit about what you do before we go ahead and get into the interview.
Okay, so I go by artist name Congo Beast, and I've been doing music like for I would say like all past 7 years. And other than that, I also like to produce artists, and because as a producer, right now I'm contracted last year, uh, my collaboration with artists, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so let's make sure we can hear you. Can you hear me too good? Pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. But can
Okay,
you hear
so
me?
you got a couple of comments in the. I don't know. Can you see the comments?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so everybody, make sure if you have an opinion, make sure you leave it in the comments. If you got jokes, please leave them. I smoke blunts and laugh at them later. They are encouraged. Don't be shy. Ain't none of us stand scanned over here. So let's get to the interview. Congo Beast. Let's backtrack a little bit. Originally, we made contact, I would say, about 6 months ago. Would you say that's about right?
Yeah, yeah.
And at the time, we had just gained our TV station on Greenloungela on Roku TV, and we were just breaking the ice for the inner city of LA of independent artists getting their TV channels, getting independent artists out. And now you have grown within Canada. Can you please explain to us, one, what's what's the purpose of you rapping? Why do you feel the world should hear you rap? Let's start there. Can you hear me? Oh, I hope he didn't freeze on us.
I would say like music. It's like yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Floors are yours.
Hold on. One sec.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, it's just way for me like to interact with like biggest way for me like importantly like to give like information. Mostly I call myself like a messenger. Kind of back
You know what, Congo? Can you hear me? Congo, can you hear me?
the people around me.
Okay, sir. Your internet
And then
reception is
went to art, like
definitely going in and out, bro.
drawing and painting. And then that's can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? All right, so your
Yeah.
internet connection was going in and out. So we heard about some of this. I think you need to take the headphones out and just deal with the camera so that we can hear exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
connected. I'm already
oh, you over
disconnected.
here flossing fake earbuds and you're not even using them? That's what I'm talking about, man.
No,
Rappers
it was
always be
connected. It was
flossing. Nah,
connected.
nah, nah. That's that extra shit, bro. You just trying to look. I got the iPods. I am rich. Nah, fuck that. Take them shits out. So
No, no, no. It was connected. I literally just disconnected like right now. It was connected.
okay,
Can you hear me now?
what's up with it? I got my boy Nate up in the building. What's going on with it, Lynch? Yeah, that's one of my boys right there. So let's try that again,
Okay.
and let's see if we can hear you this time, because that broke up. My good weed
Okay.
before a blunt. So tell the
Okay.
people why they should listen to your music and what they should expect from you.
Okay. Why they should listen to my music? The reason why I'm making music, first thing first, it's for myself. As an
Okay.
artist, I'm trying to express and tell the world like who I am, and what I'm really diving towards. Like what is my mission technically, and the thing got me in music, as I said earlier, if you guys heard me, I was saying music, it's one of the way for me like to get connected to myself and the
Okay.
people around me. And it's it's pretty much like how we say like you see like a painter. Like he
Uh huh.
have to express himself through drawing or like painting and stuff. So for me, like music, it's like I always say like music, it's the answer to all the questions. Like we have like you know what I mean, like in this
Oh, so
world.
you don't do music for money? When they
Well, I
pass you
mean,
the
yeah,
money?
yeah, obviously,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
I'm trying
So
to,
let's cut
I'm
this
trying to
shit.
pull
You
up the
do.
bag, yeah, for sure.
Let's cut this shit. You do music for money, but
Yeah,
out of all the things you could have did for money, as tough as it is to rap
yeah,
and be heard and
yeah,
not get killed rapping,
yeah.
why do you feel you should make this choice? And do you think it's going to pay off?
Well, why I should make the choice, like as I said, first thing first, I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it also like for the people, for the music community, for the people who
Okay.
believe in music. As I always say, like music is the answer to everything, because you know what I mean. Like sometimes, like when you have like those certain questions, for example, like the matrix, like First thing first, like what is the matrix? Like it's this system, it's putting in front of us that we have to always be following. You know what I mean? Like without asking questions. And I always put it like two ways. Like I put it like there's the obey people and there's NASA people. So the obey people, it's the people who just like walk through the matrix without asking questions. But the NASA people, it's the people who ask questions. Um, why do I have to follow this path without, you know what I mean? Like just like go through it as a blind person. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
that's why I always say like music it's always the answer to every questions. Like when you're asking, okay, so how can I get myself out of like this matrix, this system? When you listen to the music, you listen to the artist, like you can feel like you are related to that person. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because through the music, through the song, like you can reach, as we
Okay.
say, like
So
you can reach millions of people.
that
You know what I
sounds
mean?
very good. It sounds like you got your answer right out the church. But I want to get to know, and I think the people want to get to know Congo Beast, right? Because
Yeah,
the name Beast, it don't sound nothing like the Christian stuff that you're trying to put before me. So we're gonna cut the shit and we're gonna understand when you talk about women, money, cars, and that you're the best.
yeah.
What inside you make you feel like you have the right to say that? When you say you're the best, what does that mean, and who does that apply for?
Well, I never, first thing first, I never say that I'm the best. By the way, I always
I
say
heard your
like,
album. You said you'll take a man's girl. That's what it said on your album. I listened to it right before this interview. Ladies, if y'all think he can take you from your man, let us know in the comments. We want to know. We got to verify these lyrics.
I mean, well, I never really say that I'm the best. Probably like it did sound like in the music, but why I choose the name Congo Beast? Like the beast, it's not standing for as the Christian people think, or no, like it's the devil, whatever. Like no. The beast, it's what? It's like the power that it's within you. You know what I mean? Like when you decide, like you actually see who you really are, and
Hmm.
you get to the highest level of yourself, and you reach the honor you, and you connected to that person who is within you, and give you that power to accomplish like everything you believe you can do. That's why I always say like never say you can't do something without trying it. You know what I mean? Like so that's the beast. That's the one I always say Congo beast. Like obviously the Congo it's standing for like for me to remind me like where I'm from and who I am, like my roots. And the beast that I'm saying it's the that powerful person he's within me, which is
Well,
me. And I
okay,
believe
so
in
I
myself.
got a tough question. Not to cut you off, but I got to ask you. You say your name is Congo Beast. You don't forget where you come from. That's a big thing in the hip hop. Staying
Yeah,
humble, not forgetting your community. Most people in the rap world come from a rough life. It's just the way it is. If you want to
yeah,
write some good lyrics, right?
yeah,
With that being said, you're from the Congo in
yeah,
Canada.
yes, sir.
How do you think the average African American who's in rap,
Yeah.
which is technically the cousins of the brothers over there in Africa, how do you think they'll accept you and why?
Well, how I think they're gonna accept me. First thing first, the Congo Beast is not just standing for myself. Like as I always say, like the when I say Congo Beast, I also see all the brothers and the sisters, like everyone who's like gonna find themselves through that name and the impact is coming with it. So that's why I always say, like, even with some other rappers that I met, like I always say like when I see me, I don't just see myself, but I see the whole team. You know what I mean? Like I always work with the spirit of the team, like the teamwork. Like it's not a competition, but it's a teamwork. You know what I mean?
Hold on,
So,
hold on. What do you mean it's not a competition? Last
well,
time I checked, they have a Fortune 500 for
okay,
every business. Whether you
yeah,
rap, sing, make copies, I don't know, create Rolls Royces, everybody who has a business is in
yeah.
competition. Why do we as adults say, oh, it's no competition? I just want to be richer than you. Why do we say this lie? And should we address it? Should we, as adults and artists, finally accept the truth that, yeah, it is a competition? It's a friendly competition. I want to see you win too. But let's be
Yeah.
clear, I want to be number one. And is it okay to say that?
Well, I
Oh, Angel's
mean,
in the building. Say hello to Angel, my business partner. She's up there watching with us.
yeah, like life itself, it's a competition. Like as I've said, it's like life. It's a gamble. You know what I mean? So life itself, obviously, it's a competition. However, like when it comes to the competition of who's gonna win and who's gonna lose, yeah, for sure. Like you gotta put yourself first. You know what I mean? Like you gotta think about yourself. However, when you walk with the team spirit, there's
Mhm.
no competition. Like we gotta help all of us to try to get to the level that we wanna get. You know what I mean? But if you're not working with the team spirit, that's when it comes to this is a competition and I gotta be the first one to win and you gotta be the next one or you gotta lose. You know what I mean? But I work with the team spirit. Obviously I want to win for sure. Like I want to get the Lambo, I want to get the mentions and all those stuff. However, like when you go with the team spirit, there's no this guy gotta win and that guy he's not gonna win. You know what I mean?
Okay. So
Yeah,
you say that's a team spirit and it eliminates the move for competition. And you don't
yeah.
look at it like that. So explain to me then, what do you do as a teammate to support other artists who do want to win? What's the
Well,
easiest way to support? What's the most effective way to support?
what I do as I did even last year, like you can even see on my Instagram, like I've been mostly promoting other artists than I've been promoting myself. Like even on
How's that gonna
the
make you better?
well, I won't say like it makes me better. However, like I give exposure to the newest artist that haven't really been like on the spotlight. So what I did is what like, hey, let's go um chase the dream. So I see like this spot here. I know this guy. Like I used to work with him before. So as I see you haven't really like um s- be in that spotlight and like nobody knows you yet. And I'm not saying like I'm the biggest guy, like everybody knows me yet, but at least like those people knows what I've been doing this past years. So come with me, I'm gonna introduce you to those people. And you
Right.
know what I mean? Like they can know you as well, they can listen to your music, but first thing first, let me record you, make you, give you like a library and build you like a portfolio so you can present to them and show them like, hey, I'm actually an artist. Because you can't go to any producers saying like, hey, I'm an artist, but you don't have any songs, you don't have any, like, even your Instagram like doesn't really looks like you're an artist. You know what I mean? It's like a model
Right.
say I'm a model, but he doesn't have a picture, like any picture showing that his features and um any potential that he can have a chance to perform as a model to any company. You know what I mean? So that's
Okay.
what
So
I've been doing.
you're an artist in Canada, and for
Yeah,
everybody who just now tuning in, I'm Mo from Green Lounge LA, your independent insider for independent music, especially here in California specifically. Today I'm in Calabasas, and I'm sitting with Mr. Congo Beast, and we're discussing the ins and out of the music business for the independent artist. So to you, Mr. Congo, I say you're away in Canada. You're looking to touch the hearts of people more than just Canada. even though Canada belongs to Drake, Tory Lanez, you're trying to join the name, of course, and get up there and rank. How will you cross over from Canada to America? What's your plan? What's your strategy? And how can that be effective?
Well, my plan first is I'm trying to win Canada first. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just uh go to another place without winning in your own place. You know what I mean? So, like, my biggest strategy right now has been to gain more fans from Canada that's gonna trying to support me to go to the next level, which is reaching out like other places, like for example US and Europe and Africa, Asia. You know what I mean? Like so far since the last summer, like I've been working with different artists, like some of them from Nigeria, and that's
Okay.
gonna trying to help me to reach
Oh, you
Africa.
trying to get to Burner Boy and stuff? I know. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
it's
mean,
okay. I understand.
I'm trying to go to Afro as well. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I see you trying to work the Nigerian angle. It's okay.
yeah. So, like,
They
that
gonna
was
charge you though. Nigerians don't play about
well,
that money.
yeah,
They gonna charge you,
yeah. I
especially if
mean,
they Igbo.
yeah. Nothing is for free in this world anyway. You know. So, like that was like my plan. Like I've been doing. Like I worked with some Canadian artists. I worked with some Indian artists. I worked with Nigerian artists. I worked with Asian artists. So that was like the plan. Like every time like I'm trying to work with any artist in the music industry, like I always target, okay, so where's this guy come from? What type of music that he does, and how many fans and how many impact that he did. You know what I mean? So if I see his portfolio looks good, then okay, I gotta give it a try. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to my album, you can hear like there's couple different variety of artists. Like there's indie ones. I dropped with Rose Prada, and there's another one in English, and there's another one in French. So like I always target like, okay, let me go different languages so I can
That's
reach
good.
different audience like easier, and we
Well,
can feel connected.
now I understand because it is important that people know that you don't have to be famous in America. You can be famous because hip hop, although it started here
Yeah,
in America, has grown globally, and you can be known in Africa and nobody know you in America, but yet you're still
yeah,
famous. You still made money. How important is that
exactly.
now to the international stage as hip hop is now international? Doesn't even matter if you're not famous in America, as long as you're making the money.
Well, like the whole point is not, well, every artists are different. So there's other artists will mostly focus on, okay, I gotta be famous then making money. And there's other artists, they're gonna be focused on, okay, let me like let me make money then be famous. However, like in like this era, like I would say it's probably necessary to go on both sides, because if you gotta have to make money and not be famous, you gotta have like a lot of people questioning you, like, okay, how this guy making all this money, and he say like he's an artist but he's not that big yet, like nobody knows him, you know what I mean? However, it's the same thing, like you decided like, oh no, I gotta be famous but I'm not really gonna be focused on getting a lot of money. Like what is really like the point of you making music if you're not gonna be getting any bag from it? You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I properly answered the question.
Well, we will see, ladies and gentlemen. Did he answer the question? And if y'all got a question for him, put it in the comments. I'll make sure I ask him. But okay, right now there's been kind of a beef between Canada and American artists. Do you feel like
Yeah.
you've chosen a side? And if so, who is it?
Well, I won't say like I choose any side, but I think US has more impact as a like you have more chance to blow in US as an artist than in Canada because like in Canada like some of the music it's not really like the vibe for some Canadians like I would say like some Canadians like for example like let's start with Drake like before he go to US like his type of music was mostly like zero explicit like he just was like going with the flow but nothing like sexy red. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but if you go in US, like every type of music, it's kind of welcome. Like you can go sexy red, you can go Drake. Like in the beginning when it first started, like zero like explicit lyrics on his music. But if you really want to go like next level, I would say like US is like the best one
The
to
best
swim
market
with.
at the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
And
right, so
Canada go next.
Canada is next.
Yeah,
All right, so you on a live right now, and you're saying that I didn't say it, you did.
yeah.
You say you do music. You say you're the Congo Beast. That's what you said, not
Yes,
me.
sir.
May I remind you, you said it. So can you show these people live what the hell even is a Congo Beast? Let us hear some lyrics, let's hear some music, and let us decide if you're really the Congo's Beast. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the first one. I first dropped like my very first song. It's called Swag, and it it's one of the song that I like because I'm mostly like speaking my roots. Like you know what I mean, like how like what kind of vibe I'm bringing in the music industry in the music game. So okay, I'm
Let's
gonna
hear it.
start
Let's
with
see.
ok. Les amateurs ont eu peur de mon père qui vient d'ailleurs. J'aurais pu être meilleur ou en arrière. Yeah, c'est ce qui parle les oreilles. Yeah, c'est ce qui parle les oreilles. Répond la zik, chrono. C'est que si boss, c'est moi. L'histoire se passe dans ta maison, même si t'es mort. En baisse ta sœur sans reste, j'en répète encore. Du genre, ils sont confondus mes autocollants. T'as prétendu et défendu mes autocollants. T'as répondu et défendu la swag trop lent. C'est la cake boy swag sur sa moto roulant. Faut pas kiffer les scolaires, c'est une distraction. Si tu rentres à la maison, t'es en colère swag. J'y rappe comme RG renversé. Tu rappes comme RG et vers Afrique magnifique. Il y a la politique, c'est comme les moustiques, piquent dans du plastique, enterré dans un fossile. Chris bosse à deux styles. On lui propose de vie, mais un pas de vie. Swag. Yeah,
All
swag.
right, so ladies and gentlemen, if you have not taken a French class since high school, you may want to get Google Translate for some of his lyrics. All right. Okay. So I definitely see you want to appeal to a more international market because you're obviously putting a little
Yeah.
French in your lyrics. How important do you think that's going to help you grow? Do you think it's going to matter?
Yeah, well, I think it does matter because you know Picasso said if you are an artist, you gotta create, but if you are you wanna be the best artist, you gotta steal. So what that means steal is like you have to be able to go in like to be diverse. Like you can, for example, you can rap in French, you can rap in English, you can rap in every languages. Like the good about it, it's what like you got the most easiest way to reach different uh audience, different fans pretty fast. For example, let's see you make you do like hip hop, okay? For example, you do rap and I can sing, I can rap which mean I can also do
You can
Afro. I
sing.
can do R&B. Oh yeah, come on,
Let's
man!
hear
Like
some. We're
I've been
live.
listening.
You're live. So if your voice cracks, you know what I'm saying? They gonna hear that. Let's hear it. I hope you didn't think you was gonna come on my damn show and not show me something. Go ahead, let me hear these lyrics.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the one I just dropped. It's called 1111 Euphoria. So loving you. Loving you has given me the words. Even though you don't want to believe it. Loving you has given me the words. Oh, even though you don't want to believe it. Okay, so this is just
Oh,
it's
ladies
just
and
a hook.
gentlemen, I was waiting for you to sing. When you gonna start? Hold on.
Well,
You sound like
I
my
just
kids
give
in the
you.
back seat when I turn on Michael Jackson. What are you talking about?
Well,
So
I'm just giving uh just a hook for now.
yeah,
Just a
yeah,
hook
you
for now.
you know damn well you didn't sing that shit good. But ladies and gentlemen, if you need somebody to rap in French, he got you. Don't ask his ass to sing no more. We ain't doing that. All right, so we see you have a passion and you like singing.
Yeah.
Who would you say influenced you to actually do music in the first place?
Well, my biggest icon, obviously, it's been Michael Jackson. Like he was like the first guy who actually like got me to really wanna dive in and dance because I started dancing first before I even start making music. And after that, like I discovered music and I started rapping. And the second person who really like inspired me, it's Travis Scott.
Travis Scott influenced you.
Yeah,
Okay, what
yeah.
song from Travis Scott made you say, "Man, I gotta rap. He got way more bitches than me. I gotta be like him." What song was that from Travis Scott?
Like the first song he dropped, I mean the song really like this got me really dive in. It's um Sicko Mode. Like
Sicko
the one
Mode.
he yeah, the one he dropped with Drake. Like just the idea of like him going back to rebuilding the playground where he used to play with his father. Like I believe like he used to be like destroyed, and then he had like that vision of, okay, I gotta go rebuild it again, and kind of like make myself trying to go back to the time when I used to be a kid and with my dad. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like the exact same thing. Like I'm actually like picturing like because I didn't grow up with my biological father and mother. So like the city where I grew up with my aunts and my uncle, like there's this playgrounds as well. Like today it's really like damaged, I would say. And it really like the Travis Scott thing like really did inspire me to. I was like, okay, so like tomorrow, like if I blow, I become really big, like I will go back to my own town and fix that place. And you know what I mean? Like kind of like help me to travel back in time, and it's gonna be like the first place I'm gonna drop like my first biggest show, because that was like the place, like the first place I used to perform like back then when I first started music with my old team and dancing and shit. So Travis Scott is like one of the biggest icon for me in
Okay,
my show.
surprising because I
Yeah.
thought you would have said Drake. But ladies and gentlemen, he's heavily influenced
Nah,
by
nah, nah.
Travis Scott. So there you have it. You probably would have known that. Before we get out of here, Congo, can you let the
Yeah.
people know where they can find your music and listen to you sing again? Because they know they love your beautiful voice.
Oh
Where can they
man.
find you? And let them know if they want to subscribe to you, what kind of music you got for them. Let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me on every platform. Like the major one, it's Apple Music, Spotify, and it's one of the two biggest platforms. Like really, like getting all my songs like be listened to everywhere. But I'm everywhere. Like you can find me on any type of music platform.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video, even if it was just for comedy. But either way, let us know how you like these impromptu interviews as we go live with artists. Well, today was our first interview with Canadian artists, but we're going to be speaking with artists from all over the world live, probably while I'm drinking my Starbucks. and eating lemon cake. So I ain't spilling no tea. I guess I'm spilling coffee. In the meantime, y'all throw on your headphones, listen, and support your local independent artists because they probably better than the shit on the radio. I'm O from Greenloungela, LA. Peace.
Ciao, sir.